What's good? It's your guy Czar for Christ. I'm going to talk real quick about the View. The View has recently been told it is going on hiatus. Now that's not the shocking part. A lot of people they don't understand that around this time they usually do things like that with a lot of different shows. Maybe not this one normally, but for the viewer ratings, they want to lift them up. They want to keep them at a certain sweet point, and they missed the mark for this recent month. So they were looking at going on hiatus. Not only that, Joy Behar made a comment about Miss Leviette, another person who's a part of Trump's party, and this rubbed the entire party the wrong way. This caused the blowback, and this caused the issue in the media because of the fact they were going on hiatus, and they already thought it was because of something that was going on with cast of the show. But even so, there's a lot of things that I guess is allegedly going awry behind the scenes that is at the View as well. That is between the ladies that go on. Women have disagreements as they do, but a lot of different. Now it's the viewers of the View that are saying that she went too far, making that comment about the lady. They said that she crossed lines, saying that the reason Trump keeps her around is because he allegedly, quote unquote, said she's a 10. But that's the thing. Like, where did you get that proof from? Like, see, everything has a basis. Like, for me to even talk about this, I went on and seen your story. It don't take long for me because when you've been doing this for a while, you read through it, you know how to skim, read the beginning, the middle. I read through it and I'm getting the justification of both stories. And even though they seem separate, they both go on hand in hand because a little earlier when things were going on and she started making that comment about it building up, she's been kind of against Trump, and allegedly her disdain for Trump has made her and Governor Chris Christie friendly. Okay, it made them cool, allegedly. Now I'm just saying what I read in the article, and this is a problem because if you're going to be cool with somebody because you're beefing with another person, then it's not real because they may turn and backstab you because her and Chris Christie had problems, and then after her and Chris Christie got their problems together or whatever they did over her hate for Donald Trump, it's like, where are you going now, mentioning Miss Leviette because he allegedly said she was a 10? You're trying to create your excuse out of that situation, which is your right to do. But at the same time, why not be honest with it? Won't we judge someone for the content of their character and nothing else? You get what I'm saying? I could say that you made a comment I don't like and I thought it was racist. But how can I when Whoopi Goldberg's right beside you? You get what I'm saying? Like, we got to make sense when we're speaking. So when you're doing things, you got to be sensible. So you even approaching it from that angle is kind of questionable. Like, do you really care about your fans and about the people in the viewership that the system got going on? Or are you focused on the fact that you want to take shots at Trump and him being president? Like, you got to make a choice. Like, what's the subject you're talking about? Was it a subject on The View? See, that's the thing too. You guys' conversation was different than that topic in itself, but it's your personal feelings towards him that brought you to that conclusion, Miss Behar. And that's the thing. You got to learn to set aside your personal view from what you talk about on there if you're going to talk constructively when you guys are talking about. Like, now, like, honestly, I see The View as a woman's show. I never got up and I'm lying. Probably twice I got up and talked about The View, but when I talked about it, it wasn't in detail like other women and other people were talking about. I was constructively criticizing the people you brought on as guests. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's different angles to every picture you're trying to take. But the bottom line is, when you're dealing with people, especially dealing with a presidency, there's levels to this. Like, you're saying that he keeps her around for that reason. Do you know that for a fact, or is she smart? Like, understand where women have come from, Joy Behar. And what you're saying, your comment kind of drags women back there. You know what I mean? You really do kind of put them out there like, hey, they're only there because they're a 10. Like, that's subjective because another man thinks that, another man probably don't. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're not looking at it right. You're not looking at it subjective. You're not looking at it subjective. You're looking at it on a personal basis. Like, you're looking at the woman herself. Like, you have a personal vendetta. And that's the problem. When you're mentioning other people like that, is there a vendetta or is there a point you're trying to make? But you're taking shots at Trump with it. So it really don't fit in the justification of understanding what it means, if that makes sense to you. Like, so I just don't understand the point of it in general to where you're trying to get it to. Probably because the show, like, I don't watch it too much. Maybe that's part of what y'all do on there, Trump slander, but I don't know. I'm just saying from what I read. Okay, this is what they're saying in the article. So ultimately, I feel like you're too focused on them and not what's going on with the view. You need to focus on the view and look at what subjects you're going to have. You should have a subject list you guys are going to have because you're on national television. You get what I mean? Like, because you ladies are up there and you guys are busy being mothers, a lot of stuff going on, and because there may be guests and women, like, one thing you don't want to do is when you put them together, you don't want them to interact negatively off the rip. You don't want that. You want them to have a sociable situation. So even if they don't like each other, they're sociable about it. You know what I'm saying? You like it that they can vocalize that, hey, I have an issue with you. Hey, I got an issue with you. Well, let's do this and let's make this make sense. That's what you want ultimately in showbiz. Showbiz must go on. And that's what a lot of movie stars, a lot of actors, actresses know. And a lot of athletes know. And a lot of people seem to forget the importance of letting the show go on. And that's what we got going. Like, we got to make it make sense. The View still needs to come on. It still needs to make money. So ultimately, do we care about what anybody thinks? Do we care about talking about that stuff? Like, entertainment wise? Like, there's many things to talk about entertainment wise. Like, right now there's worms going around, and these worms in people are causing them to do different things de facto to their natural health, and they're changing their nature, as it said in scripture. Can we get verification on that people put worms in their brain? Is there verification? I got some. You know what I'm saying? Can we get verification? Like, the View should cover topics like that, because that'd be heavy. That on the View, that'd shake the world. Like, talking about the worms that people are putting in their brains. Like, come on, man. That's reality. Talking about reality, that's the thing. Like, I guess since people don't want to talk about it, I gotta talk about it. Like, there's people who are putting worms in their brain to feel important because they're not really that. Their life sucked. So then they put worms in their brain to be somebody they're not, because they want to change their face, take on a whole new life. And some of them got two whole different families with their face changed. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's why I addressed it how I did, because people don't know as a bigger problem as it is. They got two different families with the same, with a different face in the same body, passing the same sickness to both different families. That's not sanitary. That's not healthy. That's not normal at all. Neither is it normal for a man that's married to go and do fornication with another man if they're married to a woman. That don't make sense. See, those are topics that I think the View needs to start covering, because that's the reality of what's going on in front of us. That's what's happening right now. That's part of the stuff on YouTube I would have been talking about if I was focused on that. I would have been hitting that hard from the jump. Like, that needs to change. Like, you need to keep your kids away. You need to put sour sop and a lot of different strawberries, berries, blackberries, watermelon in your kids' diet, so they stay away from that stuff. That stuff is dangerous. Like, messing with stuff their friend may say, hey, try this, and it's something new. This time it's something that could take their soul. You get what I'm saying? So if you've been conditioning your child the right way, now they should be prepared for what's going on. But if you haven't, then there's an issue right now. Then you need to catch your kid up to snuff. So they're not ready for what's happening right now. So they're alive out there maneuvering, and they're not built for what's on the block. So what's on the block is free sex brings a bunch of bad disease, brings worms, it brings all type of bad stuff. And these people are just taking it. And there's people that are old that are glorifying it. They're glorifying it, saying it's a good thing, walking around doing it to the death. And that's what I'm saying. That's a problem. Like, it's a problem to do that. That needs to be the number one problem addressed. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, why are you putting worms in your body? Stop doing it. Read the Bible and serve God. Stop putting worms in your body. You'll be able to do all that stuff in the future when you get yourself right, when God returns. That's the thing they're not looking at. But that's a problem. Like, that's a big problem. And it's all over in every country. You get what I'm saying? This don't just affect us. It affects everyone, because they demon door. And when they demon door, they cross over to other countries in seconds. Like, it's really evil. It's evil. Like, it's so evil. And I haven't heard much talk about it. Same dudes I know online, don't be mistaken, a lot of your favorite YouTubers are doing it. But here's what I'm saying. Point blank period, it got to be addressed, because this is a problem. The word says it's a problem because it talks about the worm, okay? And I'm getting there. I'm getting to that with people. It talks about the worm, how the worm, it obeys God. But understand, God is in control of it, not you. And they're trying to play God by putting it in their body, saying, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. That's wickedness. It's evil. And that's what I'm saying. I don't even understand how half these people are alive. But God knows. I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is tell you, look out for your kid, be careful of them, and make sure that you keep them by you so they're safe at all times. And you teach them the right and wrong things so they don't make the same mistake many others had, taking on this sickness. And now they have a sickness, some incurable. That's why this is very detrimental. Some are incurable with it. Okay? It's serious, man. It's not a joke. If you trust in God, believe in God, pray to God, ask him to give you leadership, and he'll lead you to see what I saw. Just understand what's going on in the day and age we're in. All rights reserved, nigga.